channel. It's your girl Liallure, and I'm back at it again with another video. You're new to my channel. Hey girl, hey. My name is Leah. I make videos, I do story times, I do hauls, I do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Something's like for the kids, you know the vibes. And if you're a returning subscriber, hey friend, how are you? I hope you're doing wonderful, fabulous, beautiful, amazing. So happy Storytime Sunday, you guys. It's Storytime Sunday, everybody's favorite day of the week. I'm back with another one because my life is ghetto. So I asked on Instagram if you guys wanted me to tell more like Hinge dating stories. And you guys were like, yeah, of course you want to hear more dating stories. So I decided to make this a mini series. It is going to be a series of like 3 to 4 installments of story times about these horrific dating apps and why they need to be abolished. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna tell y'all some of my like worst experiences talking to guys, dating guys, meeting up with guys, like whatever it was. I'm gonna tell y'all because it gets bad and then it gets weird, just weird. I'm here with another one, so let's get started. Before we get started with this video, make sure you hitting that like button. The like button helps me a lot. It helps me get into the algorithm. It helps other people just like you see my videos and join our little family. Join our squad. So make sure you hit that like button and tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend that we on the road to 5K. All right, you guys, I'm gonna get started with the story. This happened. Oh girl, hold on. This happened back in August of 2020, so last year. Last year, as some of you know, I was dating casually. I was trying to get to know people, get to know what I like in guys, get to know what I don't like in guys, because I've always been in relationships, right? My whole life I've been in committed relationships, like 3-year relationships, 2-year relationships. Like, I honestly feel like I just don't have the mental capacity to get to know several people at once. And this whole dating experience on Hinge taught me that that is in fact very correct. Very correct. So I was talking to a few people, and one of the people in particular was a how do I put this? Well, I guess you'll just see. But one of the people in particular, I started talking to him around like August, I think like late mid-August. And when I first found him, everything about him seemed really cool. Like, he lived in my area. He was, I think, 3 years older than me at the time. It said that he was a law school student, a high school graduate, not high school, a college graduate. And he was really cute. He was dark skinned. He seemed like my type. He had a beard. On paper, he seemed really good on paper, right? My whole thing with dating and in Hinge was I had this kind of like this format that I would follow to like weed out the weirdos. But I guess I wasn't working that hard because some of them still slipped in there. Some of them still found their way into my collection, and it got weird. This guy in particular, I remember his name, but I remember his name but for the purpose of this video, we're gonna call him Tom. So when I met Tom, he was talking to me. He was like, "You're so beautiful. Oh my God, I can't believe you live in my area." He's asking me where I went to school, like what I do, telling me I'm so smart, you know, all this. We're connecting. I want to say that originally we had a very strong and instant connection. Like, when you meet somebody and you start talking to them and you click just like that, like it's nothing, y'all don't miss a step. It was like that with me and him. Like, we saw each other right there, you feel me? We connected really well. We were like flirting and stuff like that. He would text me like continuously throughout the day. When I tell you we would talk to each other like every minute of the day. If he was going to class or if he had some type of meeting, he would tell me like, "Hey, I'm gonna be gone for like an hour or 30 minutes or whatever," and it would be like, "Fine, cool," and I would do the same. Mind you, this is somebody at this point that I had only known for about like 3 days. By the time I decided to give him my phone number, we had only known each other for 3 days. So it was like, the fact that we were talking so much and instantly, I was like, damn, like maybe I found a good one.
That is not correct.
No. So I'm like, maybe I found a good one. Like, this seems so cool. Like, he seems so cute. It's so great. Da da da. One day he's texting me. He's like, I want to take you out on a date. So I'm like, oh yeah, like where do you want to take me? if you watch my dating horror story video, you know that I don't like when guys ask me what I want to do on our date. If you are asking me for the reason of you don't want to take me somewhere where I'm allergic to most of the food, or if I have a dietary restriction, or I simply just don't like to do certain things, then cool, great. Ask me a general question. What do you like to eat? Are you allergic to anything? Is there anything you're very opposed to? Like, don't take me camping on our first date. I ain't going. I'm not going. Okay, I'm not going. Don't take me to a fried chicken spot on our first day. I'm a pescatarian, you know what I mean? So it's certain questions you have to ask me when you get to know me, but don't ask me where I want to go on our first date. Don't do that. So he's talking to me, he's like, oh yeah, like where do you want to go? He didn't say where you want to go. He said, I know what I want to do, but at first I want to ask you like questions about your diet. So he's like, oh yeah, do you have any dietary restrictions? I told him that I was a pescatarian because I think I was a pescatarian at this time. Actually, I wasn't a pescatarian because I remember when I was down in Florida in August, I tried a chicken place that all the Southerners, they stand by. So I wasn't a pescatarian at the time, but I was a pescatarian shortly after. So I was telling him what I like and stuff like that, and he was like, okay, if you're comfortable with it. I live in this area of Brooklyn, as I told you. I live with my mom and my little sister, but they're not gonna be home around this time. Are you comfortable with coming over? I will cook for you. I will set up a romantic date. Like, it'll be really nice. He was like, I promise I won't like try nothing, no nothing like that. He was like, if you want, like I could do this at a time when my mom is home to make you more comfortable. Ladies, don't do this. Don't do this. The first time you meet somebody should be in a neutral location where they don't know which area you're coming from, where they don't pick you up, where they don't know anything about where you stay at, okay? If they know what area of Brooklyn you stay at, okay, cool. That's like how many buildings you gotta get through to get to me, you know what I mean? But don't tell them, oh, come pick me up at my spot, yeah, and we could go to yours. No. You never know what somebody's intentions are. Don't be me and don't do this. So I said, oh yeah, that's no problem. Like, that's no issue. Like, that sounds nice. I never had somebody offer to like cook dinner for me or nothing like that. So I was like, okay, like, all right. I say, okay, whatever, even though I shouldn't have. And before I actually went out on the date, I was like, hey, like, can we FaceTime or whatever? So I know you the person you say you are. We couldn't FaceTime because he was busy doing something, but we did speak on the phone. And I'm glad this phone conversation happened because, yeah. So we on the phone or whatever, and he's like telling me on himself or whatever, and we're laughing, we're joking around, because like I said, we really had like a good vibe and a good connection with each other. So then I tell him, I remember I asked him, I said, tell me something about you that like annoys some people. And then I told him something about me that annoys people, you know what I mean? Just a random question, getting to know him. I didn't want to ask him the basics, what's your favorite color? Who's your favorite artist? Like, I wanted to ask him new questions, so I was like, what's something about you that annoys people? He told me,
I think I'm a comedian. I like to joke around, I like to laugh. Even when we in public, I like to make jokes. So sometimes people don't like that I'm so jokey all the time. He was like, you know, women like to say they like somebody who's funny until you make a joke, then it's, oh nigga, you never serious.
Guilty. So he was like, yeah, no, I laugh all the time and I make jokes all the time. I'm not really a serious person, and that's why, like, you know, some women, they're not attracted to me. So I'm like, okay, like, I like to laugh as long as you know when to be serious, you know what I mean? Like, that's not a problem. I like to laugh, I like to joke around. And he's like, no, but if we're in a busy location, for example, and here's where he had me up, okay? He's like,
oh, if we're in a busy location like downtown, or we're in Midtown Manhattan or something like that, and I see a black girl who has a colorful wig on, I'm gonna make fun of her.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
hold on now, hold on now.
Well, hold on on that. Hold on. Now, hold on.
Reel it back in. I'm gonna need you to say that shit again. I was like, what? I'm looking at the phone like, did he just say what I think he just said? What? Like, how is that funny? So he was like, I was like, can you explain what's funny about that? He goes,
oh nah, I'm just saying, like, certain black girls, they don't look good with colorful hair. Like, it's just not their thing. You should know what's for you and what's not for you.
See, now I know what's coming, right? I know what he's gonna say. I know what the follow-up to this is gonna be, but I want to hear you say it. I want you to verify whether or not I'm bugging, and what I think you're saying is what you're actually saying. So I'm like, what do you mean? Like, what type of black girls don't look good in like colorful hair? At this point, I'm not pressing him. I'm literally just asking him calmly, just like this. I'm like, what kind of black girls don't look good in colorful hair? Like, what do you mean? I'm confused. He goes,
Oh, so you know, like I don't know, for example, like if a dark-skinned girl has a blue wig on, I'ma think she look crazy, because why you walking around looking like that?
what's funny about that? What's funny about black women wearing colorful wigs? What's funny about dark-skinned women wearing colorful wigs? What's funny about that? What's funny about that? Because I too want to laugh. Like, I want to laugh too. Like, what's the joke? He's like, oh no, I'm just like, at this point he's he's confused, okay? He's flustered. He doesn't know what to say because now he knows I'm gonna drag him. Okay, I'm gonna drag him. He's like, oh no, I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what you're saying. I don't know what you're saying. And I'm glad I don't know what you're saying. He's like,
oh, I just feel like dark-skinned women don't look good with certain wigs. They just need to stick to black. Even blonde hair don't look good on them.
so now I'm in his ass, right? And I'm like, yeah, okay. For a second, I'm not gonna lie to you, I thought that I wasn't gonna say anything. I thought I was gonna let him keep talking, but as he's talking to me more about other stuff, he obviously changes the subject. But as he's talking to me, I realize, like, I can't listen to what he's saying because I'm still thinking about what he just said. I can't let this go on like I'm cool with what he just said. So I'm like, wait, I just want to bring it back to what you just said before, right? About the colorful wigs and the black women. I was like, in my personal opinion, right? I've seen women of all different races and skin complexions wear colorful wigs and hairstyles. And in my humble personal opinion, I feel like dark-skinned women look the best in colorful hair. I don't know who exactly you've been looking at that does not look good in a colorful wig and is a dark-skinned woman. But I've seen a lot of women in person, women that are just your day-to-day person. I've seen celebrities who are dark-skinned wear colorful wigs and eat it up. Eat it up. Looks so good. Actually so good. I even told him I personally don't think that I would look as good as some of these dark-skinned women in wigs. They look that good to me. I was like, yeah, you know, like, if you've never seen them, like, I could send you some Instagram pages. I could send you some screenshots. Like, I've seen some pictures that live in my head rent free. For real. He's like, oh no, that's not what I mean. I mean, like, I'm pretty sure some of them look good. Like, celebrities know how to finesse it, but you know, if it's a regular girl from Queens with a colorful wig on, she probably don't know what to do with her hair. Like, now at this point I can't hold my tongue, and I'm like, I think it's very ignorant for you to say something like that, because at the end of the day, like, black women can eat up everything. And in case you didn't know, now you know black women are the blueprint for everything. Style, hair, bodies, lips, makeup, we are the blueprint. If you didn't know, now you know. So why would you say something like that? It's very much giving I hate myself. It's very much giving self-hate. Like, why would you say that? I'm so confused. Not only that, but you have a mother and a little sister. If your little sister grows up and she wants to wear a colorful wig, you gonna tell her she looks stupid? You gonna tell her she look bad and she should stick to black hair? Is that what you're gonna tell your little sister? You have a daughter, that's what you're gonna tell her? Like, it don't give that. Like, I don't understand. Why would you say something like that? So at this point, he's quiet and he's like, oh, like, I didn't mean to offend you. And I'm like, I know you think you're funny, but it's certain things that simply aren't funny. Like, you knew what you were saying when you said that. That's not a joke. That's not a joke. Like, you really meant that. You really meant that you don't like dark-skinned women with colorful hair because you think they look stupid. And I don't understand that. I don't get it. Like, it's not funny. It's not funny. I'm not laughing. And I don't know if you thought that me as a black woman was gonna laugh at the plight of other black women that are shades darker than me, but it's not going down like that.
Not on my watch. Not on my watch.
Now, No, I'm not doing it. Like, I'm not laughing at your jokes. You're not funny, bro. You're not funny. Stick to your day job. So I didn't really go off on him that much. I was just saying, like, yeah, like, it's not funny. And I think that for you to say something like that is very problematic. And it's why some other black men think it's okay to say stuff like that and to talk down on other black women, because people walk around saying stuff like that and they think it's true, and it's not. So he was like, oh, like, I ain't even mean it like that, you know. And I'm like, it's not an issue. Like, I'm not, you know, telling you you're a terrible person. I'm just telling you, like, that's not okay.
So I just wanted to come on here and explain a little bit. I know that everyone is entitled to like what they like as far as like dating preferences. Like, some people like men who are a certain shade, some people like men who are a certain height or look a certain way, and men also are entitled to have their preferences when it comes to dating. However, what I mean by this whole video is, like, he was trying to be funny, trying to talk about black women don't look good in colorful hair. He didn't have an issue with colorful hair. He had an issue with black women with colorful hair. And it didn't make any sense to me, because it's like, really, like, that's not making sense. I have yet to this day to see a woman who was not a dark-skinned woman eat up a colorful hairstyle. I have not seen it. I'm so sorry. I'm not saying they don't exist. I'm saying I have not seen it. So the fact that he was saying that was trying, like, what are you trying to say? I'm trying to be funny, because you're not at all.
So he goes to say sorry or whatever, and then after that, like, he was like, yeah, I gotta go study, because like I said, he was a law student. He said he gotta go study, but I think he really was just trying to get off the phone with me, which I understand, because if I read you for filth, okay, you're gonna want to get off the phone. You know, I made you uncomfortable, you're gonna want to get off the phone. But here's the thing, right? I felt like I had to do it because some people feel like they can go around saying whatever they want to say without any repercussions, and that's why they continue to say what they say. It's unacceptable. You're not going to keep doing that, and you're not going to say that shit to me. Next thing you know, we're out in public, you see a black woman with a hairstyle. I think she's eating it up. Meanwhile, you like, oh, she looks stupid. She looked dumb. You're going to laugh at her in public while I'm next to you and make me look stupid? No. The whole thing was crazy. Like, the whole ordeal was nonsense. But to say the least, he did not speak to me, because I guess he felt like I embarrassed him on the phone, or he felt like, yeah, nah, she's not gonna like my jokes. I'm glad he decided not to speak to me again, because at that point I wasn't gonna go out on a date with him. I surely wasn't. I was gonna go to your house. I don't care where you wanted to take me. I wasn't gonna go with you because you're weird. It's giving weird. So, and that's the self-hater. Case closed. Next case. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, join the gang, because you already watched the whole video, you might as well stick around. Make sure you follow me on all my socials, that is Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. That is in the outro and in the description box down below. Call me, beat me if you wanna reach me. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, y'all.
Shout out to everybody. I had fun.